I'm also eating, so I apologize.
You're all good. I completely forgot to charge everything last night.
Oh no.
So all my stuff is at like 30%, 10%, 15%. What are you eating?
Spaghetti.
Nice. Proud of you.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Appreciate it.
You should.
I do.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Nice. Did you update to what's its face? To iOS 14.
Probably. I don't know.
Kind of slaps. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. I love that people are going to be hearing me chew.
For 45 hours?
Hours?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how long we're going to do this?
Hopefully not. I'll start crying.
What's funny is I feel like even if we did this for a long time, we wouldn't really even know.
We really wouldn't. You would text me afterwards and be
okay.
like, I have to edit 50 hours.
Alright, I'm doing it now. I didn't have it on my phone. It didn't tell me. I'm doing it. I'm pretty sure my laptop did it already, though.
I need to update my laptop, and I need to update my iPad. Because apparently, you're going to see me move a lot this time.
You're going to be moving a lot?
I want to put my hamper over here into this corner.
Okay.
But I'm stuck in a closed room trying to move my hamper into a corner.
Here's my problem. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, then move it.
I know, but I don't think you understand the fact that I don't have a lot of space.
Okay.
This is my Harry Potter closet. So I'm stuck in this little room trying to fix the little room. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I believe in you.
Thank you. I should use this more. It's nice.
You
I'm gonna use it
should.
for hikes. Oh my goodness.
Are you Gucci, man?
This is like 400 times better.
Already? Look at you.
Yeah. Oh, also, I'm getting a desk, finally.
For your closet?
No, for my... Rude.
What? That's not an unusual question, and you know that.
No, but you don't gotta say it. You're making me seem poor. I am poor, but that's not the point.
I know. Do you need me to Postmates you some food?
Wow. You gonna come for me like that?
Always.
No.
I was like, what did you expect? Okay.
Okay. How do I get this stinking thing to work? Gross.
Hey.
Any brothers? She's single.
Don't talk to me. Just, that's not an invitation.
It's not. It's not. She hates all of you.
Oh my god, I just spit water out of my mouth.
You're welcome.
I don't hate anyone. I hate everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
See?
You're like that Gordon Ramsay meme, where it's like, this man was so equal, he hated everyone. It's just, and I was like, yeah, that's Ari.
That's me. I love that.
Alright, are we gonna get into this?
Alright, well this
Is that our new opener? Okay, I was gonna say, is that our new opener? Like, what's going on here?
Me burping?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
I feel like that's the best way to, welcome people. You know, just that I feel so comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, question. So, I love pizza. Pizza's my thing. Pizza's my jam. It's what it be. So I get pizza at least once a week for lunch.
Okay.
And we normally go to Vincenzo's, which in Santa Clarita is like where it's at.
Racist? Oh.
No. It's just
That's my bad.
fire.
Sorry. It's my
Oh
bad.
my god.
I took the social cue wrong.
You did! Gosh. And we're trying somewhere new tomorrow. And I'm kind of like excited but also nervous. Have you had, I think it's called Pizza Guys?
That sounds...
It sounds gross.
It sounds gross. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, that sounds like
okay, here's the deal. I didn't pick it, so...
Yeah, I sort of figured.
I'm not to blame here. But I'm kind of nervous. I'm also kind of low-key excited because I want to try new pizza. But what if it sucks?
Then you cry in a corner and you go buy it by yourself later on.
But I don't want to, like, buy another pizza.
Then don't pay.
The struggles of my life are the fact that I'm scared about getting new pizza.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Guys,
I was like, is that a...
Okay, so, ready? We're going to just talk about... Welcome to Conventionally Unstable, okay?
I was going to say, yeah, welcome, guys.
Hold on. This is what it's going to be. I need to talk about my mental health because I feel like a lot of people don't understand that it's a real thing.
Oh my god.
No, like, wait for it. You'll understand. So,
Okay.
I have a chronic anxiety. Whoop whoop.
Yes, I knew that.
Which for a lot of people don't understand.
Sucks.
They don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is basically, I don't want to say a normal person, but like the average person has what we call situational anxiety, based on, you know, life and like there's test anxiety, like there's very specific versions of anxiety, and or stress or worry or whatever. Unfortunately, I do not get the pleasure of having situational anxiety. I have just all over the board anxiety. So,
Heck yeah, boys.
Let's go. So, for example, this entire conversation about pizza and, like, new pizza, scares the living crap out of me.
See, I laugh because I also have general anxiety.
Yeah.
So I just like to make fun of the fact that we both have it.
I know.
And that she's nervous.
And I'm literally nervous about trying new pizza because it's different than what, like, my normalcy is. So it's, like, the change of, like, the littlest thing of a pizza legitimately
I wouldn't even say, like...
made me nervous.
I think it's just, you know, people get nervous, you know? It's...
Oh, no,
it's
not even, like, that I got nervous. It's, like, I freak out.
That makes sense.
Like, when he brought up, like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get different pizza this week. I was like, we're gonna do what?
What's going on?
Why?
Why are you doing this?
Why would you do this to me?
Yeah, like, why?
Because,
did you think this was okay?
Like, why did you not consult me first? Like,
yeah.
That was literally what I thought. Because I was like, no, like, why?
Like, why? Why would you do this?
Why would you do this to me? Why? And he just laughed and didn't understand that, like, I was genuinely like, I don't want to eat other pizza. Like, that was like, oh my god. And so then I had to go through work for like 4 hours, just like, oh my god, I'm gonna have other... Okay, and not even on... Okay, ready? Tomorrow's gonna be one of the most anxious-driven days I've probably ever had. Because, one, he's having me try new pizza, which I'm already super nervous and anxious about. Two, I'm getting my hair cut. And I'm like, oh! I'm like, nervous, guys. What is this? Because, one...
It's okay to be nervous.
I don't have control over either of those things. So if they both end up sucking, we're kind of screwed. So...
I don't think it's gonna suck.
I don't know. Like, pizza... Okay, here's the deal. Pizza could suck.
The pizza could suck, yeah.
I'm gonna hope that my hairdresser of 15 years doesn't suck. But,
Hopefully.
You know, it's what it be. But, yeah.
It is what it is.
Did your light just flicker?
I I pray that you're kidding because you know I'm a big scaredy cat. So I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear what you just said.
Sorry.
And just continue just drawing.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Anyways, moving on. So yeah, mental health, love it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. Is it hard for you to explain that like anything, like you could wake up and just feel anxious?
I think it's tough to explain to people who are like, like the people that are like, oh, you're anxious. Just don't worry.
Just don't be.
Just don't be anxious. Like, those are the type of people that I hope get their driver's license revoked, because they're like, oh, dude, did I slam into something? I should have just not. That's how I imagine they are.
Absolutely not. That's just, see, again, it's like, it's hard to explain to somebody that, like, why, like, the reason why I like driving everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, they just think that I'm, like, being serving, and I'm like, no. I
don't trust you.
Not even that I don't trust you, it's, I will probably throw up.
See, I had to have that conversation with Maria recently.
Really? Did she want to drive somewhere?
She wanted to drive, and she, like, looked at my face, and she was like, you okay?
Did she ask you why you didn't want her to drive?
Yeah, and she was like, do you think I'm a bad driver? I was like, no. I'm just very anxious when it comes to
I think everyone's a bad driver.
Yeah, like, I didn't know how to answer that. I was like, sorta, but not really. Like, I don't think you yourself are.
It's not a personal thing.
It's not even just a personal thing. It's just like, in some weird way, I'd rather
die,
get into a car accident on my end and be like, oh, that was my bad, guys. Then have somebody else be like, dude, I'm so sorry, I didn't see that car. I break. Like, I just, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
No, exactly. And, like, even on Sunday, I drove to Long Beach. Like, I hate driving, but I would rather drive. And then, Palik was like, do you want me to drive back? And I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, I first of all, let's just, Palik is not listening to this, so it's fine. She is a terrible driver. She knows.
What if she, like, what if this is the only episode she watches?
She'll text me and be like, you're right.
Or listens. Oh, dang.
She'll literally be like, oh, shut up. And I go, Palik, you know I'm right. Just stop. Oh, but, okay, see, this is what's crazy. You know that I, like, trust you if I let you drive.
Oh, yeah. Like when we were driving, that night, I was like, you're going to let me drive? I half expected you to say no.
I know.
Because I was like, oh, she's got general anxiety like me. I know she's probably going to say no.
I had this slight suspicion that you were anxious, too.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to let him drive, and I know this is going to be real uncomfy for me, but if I listen to music that I want to listen to, I'll be fine.
Yeah, and we make fun of each other, so it's like, it's fine. It was like, literally, it's like when I go to, when I drive up to San Fran with my family, and we'll be driving, they'll be like, Albert, why do you always want to drive? You just want to be in control. Yes. I'm like, technically that's a part of it, but it's just,
it's not even
I get really bad. Yeah, I just get really anxious when I let other people drive. Yeah. And I can't explain to you why, but I just do. So please respect it.
Either.
Yeah, please respect it and let me drive.
Just let me do my thing, guys. Like, why is that so hard for people? We're a familia here, and I don't care what I look like. That's a lie. Yes, I do.
I was gonna say, come on, man.
Shut up.
I'm being nice to people.
Let me have
not lying.
What else? What else makes me anxious? Life?
You could say that again.
Oh, and then on top of having general anxiety, I have chronic depression too. Welcome.
Man, we're just getting really candid with people today.
It's been one of those weeks. I feel like... Well, okay. So, long story short, we did film a podcast last week. You're not going to ever hear that.
Ever.
Ever. Mainly because I cried.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a conversation that I feel like it was me and you to like all the way, where it's like okay, we're gonna keep that between me and you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not,
locked away in a safe place.
It was just not. Yeah. It wasn't a podcast conversation, so
yeah.
I apologize that we haven't been super like on it. But you know, there are some weeks that it's just not it. And last week was one of those weeks, and it was rough, and I cried a lot, and it was uncomfy. But we're here a week later, doing what we do.
And you're alive.
I am, and so are you. Yeah. It's been a really good week.
Amen.
Like, you know how some weeks are just real crap?
Yeah.
That was last week.
Mm.
And we talked about that. Like, it was just not it.
Not it. Yeah.
And there was no specific reason for it to be bad. It just was.
Yeah.
And, like, there were situations that made it kind of, like, rough. But overall, like, there was no specific reason that it was just bad. It was just bad. It's what it be.
Yeah.
And
it was just a bad day.
This week started off rough. Not gonna lie. Sunday was weird. Wasn't a fan of Sunday.
Nobody was a fan of Sunday.
I hope the people I was with don't listen to this, because they're gonna feel really upset that I was uncomfortable. So this is gonna be like kind of talking about anxiety as well. So there's a large reason as to why I don't consume alcohol on a regular basis. I am legally allowed to. If that's not, like, I hope that's not a concern of anyone. I'm legally allowed to.
Little did y'all know, she's 12 years old.
I'm 12 years old. It's fine. I'm 27, so I'm legally allowed to drink alcohol.
Did you have a good time?
It was fine.
Sort of what I figured.
It was fine. I'm not a big alcohol person. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, you're not.
I just am not that person. I don't even like saying this. If I wasn't a disciple, I would definitely not be an alcoholic, but I definitely would probably be smoking too much weed because of my anxiety.
Nice.
See what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah. Like, I would definitely be a pothead if I wasn't a disciple. Like, I'm confident in that statement. But I have self-control and I have Jesus, and it's great. But yeah, so Sunday night was rough. There was too much alcohol consumed within our group. And so Monday was rough. I felt like this week was really long. Like, I don't know why it feels like Friday, but it's Thursday. Not a fan of that.
Doesn't that make it short?
I feel like this week has been taking its sweet time.
Oh, okay. Like, you're saying it should be.
It should be Friday.
But it isn't.
Yeah, and this is how freaking anxiety-driven my brain is. The idea of the fact that I don't have control over how long each day is
gives you anxiety.
Gives me anxiety. Like, I can't make the day go faster or whatever. Like, I can't make certain things happen, and that freaks me out.
I think it's funny, too, because there is a scripture that talks about that.
I know. But you have to remember, like, there's no, like, and I'm not the advocate for medication because I just don't like it. But some people really love it, and good for you. I'm just not, that's just not my journey. It's fine. Everyone's journey with mental health is very different. But mine is just not including medication. But what's crazy is I think about, literally, like, a week ago, how different our conversation was because of my depression and anxiety. Like, it was just not it. And so it's like, it goes to show that, like, there are days where it's just, you know, it's hard to explain to somebody that, one, I think the problem that I have is there are a lot of people who don't really want to understand. And they just want you to be fine. And for all of those people, go away. I don't need you here. Thanks. But I think it's hard, especially when like people just don't get it. They don't struggle with these things and they don't fully understand. And I think that's what's a really big misconception. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, about me and you potentially, is I don't think people realize that we have major social anxiety.
No, sir.
Because we are very outgoing, but it's definitely more of an overcompensation.
Yeah.
To not have that conversation.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the idea that, and that's so crazy. Like, really think about the idea that you really don't know what somebody is struggling with. Like, look, take us for example. Like, you really think that in a crowd of people, somebody's gonna know that me and you are both, real struggling? Probably not.
Probably not.
There's probably a large percentage of those people who are gonna be like, oh my gosh, they are always so freaking happy.
Yeah.
Which, I do get that all the time.
Really?
I get the comment oh my gosh, Ariella, you're just, so joyful and, just so happy all the time. Like, I've never seen you have, a serious look on your face. Like, I just don't. And I'm like, cool.
Listen.
Yeah, listen, Linda. No, but
yeah,
that's so, it's crazy to think. And I think a lot of it has to do with, not really feeling okay with how I'm actually feeling. Or being told that what I am feeling isn't okay. And so I have to pretend and mask that feeling with, I'm great, and, all these things. And that's, I don't know, I think that's such a hard thing to, swallow, is that there are so many people in our lives, in church, in work, in school, and whatever, who could be really struggling and we would never know, because they're told that feeling that way is not okay. And so they just need to suck it up and deal with it and move on. But we're here to tell you that feeling your feelings is okay. It's okay not to be okay.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know. What do you think? Speak words. He's drawing, so he's a little distracted.
No, not even that. I'm just here. I was just listening to what you're saying.
What do you think about it?
I don't know.
Because you obviously have a different journey with mental health than I do.
Yeah, I hate medicine. I've never liked medicine. That's not me. That's not me at all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of it as concisely as I can.
I know.
I don't like it. It's just not my thing. I've created, not even you created your own methods of dealing with it. No.
You find what works for you.
Yeah, I found what works for me, and that's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think I think a journey is different for everybody. Medicine works for some people like medicine, some people don't. It's all dependent on preferences, but your walk with your social health and your mental health is your own.
Yeah.
I don't have a say in it, and you don't have a say in mine.
Yeah.
And I think,
even if you did,
if
I'd probably not listen. Let's be honest.
No, I'll take it. I'll take advice. If you've gone through something and you're like, hey, this is what worked for me, I'd be like, oh,
that's awesome.
Awesome. Tell me what you did, and let me see. Let me compare it to mine, not in a ha ha ha. I dealt with this in a better way than you did, but in a okay, yeah. Let me think about this. Let me do this. And maybe it'll work for me. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
There's that one, and yeah, mine hasn't been diagnosed. I haven't gone to a doctor because I'm afraid.
He's afraid of
that's
the
my
truth.
whole thing. Yeah, I've always been afraid of it.
See?
I don't like doctors. That's not my thing. That's a lie. I love doctors. I think they do a fantastic job. I just don't want one poking around in my head. Yeah, so where she's a huge proponent for therapy, so am I. But I'm also a hypocrite because I don't want people to know my stuff. So, you know how it goes.
I do.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I think a lot of people tend to think that, just because you're not struggling doesn't mean you're not feeling it. Mm-hmm. And that's not true, at all. That is not true at all. You're not. Yeah, you're not defined by your struggle, but you're definitely not inescapable from it.
Yeah.
You can't escape the ramifications that it has on your life. You can't. It's just not feasible. And if you think you can, sorry, you can't.
Another thing coming.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I struggle with a lot of stuff. I have PTSD issues, this and this and that. Just a lot of things that just aren't good. Yeah, and they're all very situational, and they have their own triggers, and I've taken time to figure out what those triggers are, how to prevent those triggers, what can I do to prevent those triggers, and finding people that I like to have around me that don't cause those triggers, which I think you talk to anybody that has these problems, and they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's something I do, and you find that a lot of methods for this are, healthy methods at least, are pretty similar.
Yeah.
I did not know I was going to have to get into my social and mental health today.
I don't think I thought it was going to happen either, but welcome.
Amen. I get, I'm often described as very energetic and very outgoing, and that's true, I am, but a lot of the time it's sort of a weird version of social anxiety where it's not, I need to blend away. It's, if I can control what people think about me, then I don't have to be anxious about it. And so I'll be like, I'll just tell a crap ton of jokes, And that isn't healthy, or, because then, I tend to power control the conversations, and then I get anxious when I feel as though I'm not heard, or this, or that, or this, or that, or this, or that, or this, or that. So much stuff, man.
Sarcasm is a very unhealthy coping mechanism.
What?
And we are
sarcasm.
We are the poster children for that.
Us?
Dude,
poster children?
Heike, your light keeps flickering and it's freaking me out.
I don't think it keeps doing that, though.
It is.
You need to stop telling me it.
Sorry. Anyways, well, that was something, or whatever it was, I don't know. Questions to ask your best friend.
That works.
Ooh. Okay, so here's the question. Are you feeling like you want to, get deep? Or just, random questions?
Let's go with random questions.
Sounds good. Number 1. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
Jesus is good. Love others. Listen to others.
Okay.
Don't disregard.
Amen. If you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you choose to do?
If I had to work but didn't need the money, so I could just do whatever I wanted.
Yes.
I think you already know that answer.
Yeah, I know, but it could have changed in the last 2 weeks.
I'd want to do voice acting.
Oh, I know the answer to this. They don't know that.
Yeah.
Got it. I thought you were saying that, well, they're also getting to know you. Okay, cool. Okay. I knew that. I need to text Sean, so that helped me. Thank you. Shout out my friend Sean. He actually listens to them, too. So. Okay, number 3. What is in your refrigerator right now?
Water.
That's it?
And cheese.
Wow, you are poor. Okay.
That's really all I got right now.
Love that for you. We might need to go grocery shopping soon.
Wow.
Number 4. If you were home on a rainy Sunday afternoon, what movie?
Princess Bride. It just registered in my head.
Why?
I love that movie.
It's a fire movie.
So much.
I'm not even trying to question that. It's a fire movie, but
yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Random movie. Number 5. Where do you not mind waiting?
The library.
Ooh, that's fire. Okay. If you could close one fast food chain due to disgusting food, what would it be?
Burger King.
Actually, I feel like everyone on the earth will agree with you. It's fine.
Heck yeah.
All of our 2 listeners.
I know.
Your girlfriend and my friend Sean.
I was gonna say, I was like, there's not a lot of us. At least we're entertaining somebody.
Alright, number 7. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be?
There's many things.
You gotta pick one, friend.
Let's see. If I could disinvent,
yes.
to where it would never exist. It
doesn't exist. Because it causes, like, problems.
Regular jackets. So we could all wear some dope cloaks. I want to go back to the time of cloaks.
No.
Yes.
No.
Cloaks. Bring back cloaks, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Smack you with a cloak.
And then I'd grab it from you and I'd wear it. Like an amazing knight.
Oh my god. Alright, anyways. Whatever. Number 8. If you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, what would it be?
It's tough.
Good answer.
Let's go with something from... Probably something from The Office.
Okay. I support that.
Alright, what you got next?
Hold your horses, friend. Okay.
I'm gonna hold my horses.
Number 9. What would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell?
I'd be able to walk anywhere without immediately disliking a person. You get me? Like sometimes you just walk past someone and you're like, you smell disgusting. And then I just don't like them. Number 10.
What do you... I feel like you already did. So I don't feel like that question pertains to you.
Okay.
Okay. When scrolling through social media,
do
you prefer to see posts from celebrities or your friends?
Friends.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like every time I watch like a celebrity post, it's always like, oh, I loved shooting this movie with this person. And you're like, oh, cool. Can't relate, but cool for you, I guess. But if my friend's like having a good one with the boys, and then I see like my other friends too, because a lot of my friends are friends with each other, it makes me happy.
Love that for you. Is there an app that you hate but you use anyway?
Instagram.
You hate Instagram?
I hate Instagram.
Why?
I think it's very toxic. I think a lot of the time people are led to believe things that just aren't true. But they do have really good memes. So cancels out, I guess.
If you could only speak one word today, what would you say?
One word today?
Yeah.
Patience.
What is the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you to?
Oh, God. There's so many.
I know.
Oh, God, I hope my mom doesn't listen to this.
She will.
Huh?
She'll listen to this, let's be real.
I know, yeah, I was like, she's in love with you, so.
Hi!
Okay, one time, I cracked a rib, jumping from one roof to another.
Does she know?
No.
Mom, come get him.
Yeah, this is like way back when.
Why did she not know?
Because I didn't tell anybody.
Did you go to the hospital?
Nope. It just healed over. I have a weird little bump where that part of the rib is.
Ooh, I almost called you your full name. Mm-mm.
Don't do that. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. I think that was the worst one.
Because somebody dared you to?
It wasn't really a dare. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a dare.
That was on your free will?
It wasn't exact. I mean, we were free running, so it was like we were climbing buildings. We're having a good time.
That doesn't mean you should do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Peer pressure, friends. Bad.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to hear this anymore. Then I'm an accomplice. It's fine. Okay, because if I don't tell her, she's going to be like, hey, fool, what kind of friend are you? I'll be like, you know what?
What kind of friend are you? You know what? That's right. It's true.
Not a good one.
Alright, what you got? What's the next one?
I kind of like this one. If you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be?
Donald Trump.
Okay, we're done. Oh my god.
No hesitation.
Okay. What part of the human face is your favorite?
The eyes. I'm obsessed with eyes. That sounds really weird. I should probably give context on that. I feel the biggest you can understand somebody is through their eyes. Like the very small things that their face does when they're anxious or when they're feeling something. It's usually my girlfriend, and she hates it because she'll be feeling something, and her mouth will say something, and she'll say, "Oh yeah, no, I'm fine."
You're like lies.
But I look, gross. I look at her eyes. Yeah, I don't see that, and it's the same thing with literally everybody I encounter. I also think it's funny seeing. Oh God, this sounds terrible. This makes me sound like a terrible person. Like business people. I think they have the funniest eyes because oftentimes their eyes are just dead. Like they're just so tired.
Ew.
And they just seem like dead. Like they're just gone.
Oh my God.
They're just not enjoying it. Which I think is the funniest thing. Yeah, but I would definitely say the eyes.
Would you rather be trapped in an elevator full of men with BO or 3 soaking wet dogs?
Soaking wet dogs.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, because if it's like soaking wet dogs don't have consciousness, or at least in the way that we think. So it's like they didn't choose to smell bad, but a man can smell his own BO.
Oh yeah, and they're suffering too.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato? I already am both.
Okay. Next question, because now you ruined it.
The best part is the underneath question says, "What does a potato even feel like?"
I was gonna say, what does a potato even feel like?
Dead.
Is this like a physical sense? Like, do I feel like a physical potato, or like emotionally?
Like, is my texture like potato-like? Okay.
And then everybody would want me.
Would you rather never be able to express yourself accurately, or always have to say the exact truth?
I would rather take the second one. I would always rather be able to tell the exact truth. Because if I'm telling it from a position of love, then people will take it at face value. And exact truth doesn't mean like my own personal truth. So like if I'm like, hey, like this fool sucks, that's not an exact truth. So I could be like, oh yeah, he's a person. That's an exact truth. But in my head, I could be like, nah, he sucks. Unless he's like truly just a bad person, I'm just like, nah, that fool sucks. Yeah, that's what I would go with.
Ooh.
Answer that one quick, right quick.
Wow, look guys, this is the first time in 55 minutes I've seen his face.
Wow.
Would you rather keep your current sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired.
Oh, dude, hibernate for 3 months.
Right?
Heck yeah.
What?
I love sleeping. I often play out stories in my head when I'm dreaming. So that means I could go through like a full novel in my head while I'm asleep. And then wake up, be hecka skinny, and then just be alive for 9 months.
Also, how do you... Wait, does hibernating mean you sleep the whole time?
Not there. I mean,
didn't
they
think
can
so.
wake up. Like, you can wake up, but it's just like your only desire is to sleep.
Because I'm like, you can't not eat.
Well, because it's like, so it's a defense mechanism with winter, because everybody's going to be hiding during winter.
For sure.
So it's like, yeah, so it's like, okay, let me eat a crap ton before winter, get as fat as I can, and then pass out. So my body's just literally basically using its fat stores, and I don't have to. I'll wake up stupid hungry, but I'll be in probably the most emancipated shape of my life, and then I'm ready to mingle. That's what I would say. I'd say deuces.
Love that. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I talked to somebody about this today. I genuinely don't hate my sleep schedule because I feel like, one, I've had the same sleep schedule since 9th grade.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So, because of high school, I went to bed really late and I woke up really early.
I wish I could say that. I used to be like that. And then now it's I go to bed really, really late. And then I
don't
wake up later. Yeah. Like today. Like, I'll wake up, but I don't stay awake. That's the thing. Is I've been trying to work on that. Like, even today, like, I had work at 11. And I woke up at 8. And I was like, okay, great. I can rest my eyes just for a little while longer. So I laid down. And then I was like, man, this is really nice. And I was like, I bet you it's like 10:30 right now. And I freaked out. And I opened my eyes. It was 10:30.
First of all, me saying I have a sleep schedule is very lax because I don't sleep.
Okay, vampire.
On top of my anxiety and depression, I also have insomnia because of my anxiety. I don't know what sleep is. So my body freaks out.
It's a fat mood.
Yeah, so...
Or like, have you seen that thing? Have you seen that thing where people are like, if you hate everyone, then you need to eat. But if you feel like everyone hates you, then you need to sleep?
So both?
Yeah, and I was like, so I just need to eat and sleep at the same time?
I need to eat while I sleep? Or sleep while I eat?
That works. Or sleep while I eat.
But I also don't sleep. So... Which,
yeah,
honestly, like, I feel like when I tell people that, they don't believe me.
Why?
But because they're
You're
like...
basically like 90% caffeine now.
I know. Like, guys, I don't think you understand. I drink 4 coffees a day.
Yeah, she hates sleeping. Or, that's a lie. She loves sleeping.
I wish I could sleep.
Achieve. Yeah.
I genuinely wish my brain would let me sleep. But, like, I think the longest amount of time I've slept was maybe a half an hour.
Well, okay, you gotta give context to that. And that's consecutively.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to give context to that. Because people are gonna be like, she only slept half an hour? She did.
Within a night, the longest I'll sleep is a half an hour consecutively. That doesn't mean that I don't sleep several half an hours. It just means that I'm consistently waking up.
Yeah, you wake up and you freak out, and then
I don't fall asleep for another
20 minutes, 40 minutes.
Oh no, because it takes... First of all, I have the problem with... I get anxious because I'm not in control of my body when I'm asleep. 2, I get anxious because I'm not in control of my body as I fall asleep. So I'm always just like... And it takes me like 2 hours to fall asleep.
That's how I feel about, what is that drug that people use, the sleeping drug?
Oh, Kayla used to take it a lot.
No, that, or like when you have to take, like, surgery?
There's first of all, there's NyQuil, which...
Oh, I hate NyQuil. NyQuil doesn't work on me.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, fun fact, a lot of medicines do not work on my body for some reason.
Same.
Like, I had a headache one time, and I was at a friend's place, and they're like, oh, let me give you some Tylenol. And they're like, oh, these are big boy Tylenols, so, maybe just take one. And I was like, give me 2. And they were like, you sure? And I took 2, and my headache still didn't go away. And I was
Yeah.
like, I hate all of this. Like, it subsided a little bit, but it was still there. And
That's
then,
what I'm
like,
saying. It's like, it just doesn't... I
yeah,
don't
a
know
lot
what
of
it is, and I've tried to explain that to people because it's hard to explain to somebody that, one, probably, I don't know, this is I've learned why medication doesn't work for me. Any drowsy medication doesn't make me tired.
Nope.
Because, again, my brain is all jacked up to the point where it's like, nope. We're not
doing that.
We're not doing that today.
Who's that? I don't know who sleep is. Oh, she taught me.
He said, "Who sleep?" Like, what?
Yeah.
The only way for me to, like, even when I got my wisdom teeth out, dude, I fought for 45 minutes. Like, they injected me with drugs. And I still was like, no! Like,
I was just giving you a crap ton.
Yeah.
And then you would have passed out.
That's
what I would have done. No, that's just what I would have done. Then I would have left you in a room. And I wouldn't have interacted with you. And I would have just waited until you fell asleep. And then I'd do it. But that's because I'm your best friend, so I know how it works.
I know.
So you'd be like,
I literally tried to stay awake for 45 minutes.
Yeah. You need to get that good stuff. The surgery level stuff where they're like, count backwards from 10. And you're like, 10.
Dude, that's exactly what they gave me.
Oh, dang.
And I still was like, no.
Yeah, the brain is a funny thing.
The brain is... My brain is not a brain. It's fun.
You should go to therapy for that.
I did. It's fine.
You should keep going to therapy.
Therapy's expensive.
Therapy's dumb expensive.
Okay.
I also think it's funny. Oh, no. Never mind. Whatever.
No, go ahead.
Alright, let's get into this next subject. This is a subject that I want to talk about.
Yes!
Because your boy is really anxious to talk about it over the phone. Or text messages. And this is what we talked about yesterday when it comes to career choices.
To what?
Career choices.
Ooh! Okay. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So, a bit of candidness right here. Recently, I have been praying that God shows me ways to serve more. And because, I served a lot in high school, and I got sort of burnt out from that. I got really tired because I felt like I was constantly having to do things. And then, so in my freshman year of college, I was like, hey guys, I'll serve and I'll help out as much as I can, but I don't really want to do a lot of leading stuff. And they're like, okay, that's great. We weren't going to ask you to, which kind of hurt my pride, but whatever. But recently, I was like, okay, God, if you want me to serve more, give me opportunities to serve more. And he was like, that was me cracking my knuckles. Unfortunately, I just cracked them all, so it didn't really work. There we go, that works. And so, 4 different serving opportunities came up, and I took all of them, and I'm still doing that, which is really, really good. But I've been recently thinking about just a lot of career stuff, because for my degree, I'm going for early childhood education, and I'm really excited to do that. I'm learning. I want to be as accessible as I can. I want to be able to, speak different languages. That's why I'm having Ari teach me ASL. I'm still learning Spanish, and then my next one I want to learn is French. So yeah, I definitely want to just be as well-rounded as I can. But I was recently talking to Ari, and I'm really just desiring a part-time of just what could I do? What is something that I could do part-time to help as much as I can, not even that, just something that I want to do, that I love, that would just be really fun, and maybe make some money on the side from it, Mm-hmm. And that for me has always been voice acting. That sounds really, really weird. But yeah, I'm talking about this on this podcast, so it's not like I want to talk to you guys oh, look at me, I want to be a voice actor. No, it's me because I have so much anxiety about it that if I don't talk about it in this setting, I will not talk about it with Ari because I get really, really anxious and really, really nervous.
You You also got anxious when you texted me about it. You thought I was being mean.
Yeah.
He legitimately texted me and goes, okay, sorry, this was a dumb conversation. I was like, shut up!
It's called anxiety.
I was so mad at you. I was like, dude, I literally said you could do it, and you were like, I'm sorry, this is a dumb conversation.
Well, it's hard, you know? It's like, I want to do this thing, and it's like, but it's like, I don't know. Like,
and I told you you could.
I know.
And you literally, didn't believe me.
I hardly believe anybody when they say I could do something.
And my favorite thing was when you texted me and you were like, do you think I could do it? My first instinct was to say, with God, all things are possible.
Amen.
And then the girl that I work with was like, oh my God, if you had sent me that, I would have been so mad.
See, I appreciated it because it made me get out of my head. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, it's not like, it's your true calling, Albert. Like, no! God, no. My true calling is to be in the kingdom and bring as many as I can. Yeah. So it's like, this is a dream that I've had since I was a kid. I can even remember when it was. I was watching, is that Nickelodeon? Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents is Nickelodeon. Yep. And there was a section where they showed the voice actress behind Timmy Turner's voice. And I was like, that's so cool. She played a little boy. That's what? She could do that with her voice? And then I remember searching up a bunch of Butch Hartmans and all these other people, and I just sort of got into it, and then inevitably everything in my life comes back to D&D for some reason.
True.
You know how it goes. And yeah, there's this show that I watch that is full of professional voice actors, and just I love looking at their past projects and hearing their voices and different things, and then playing video games and finding out oh shoot, they're in this game, oh their voice, did you hear that, they're an extra in this game, finding out one of my favorite voice actors is one of the main NPC voice actors for Skyrim was literally the coolest thing, and I was so excited to find that out. But I recently reached out to Ari to help me out with that junk because your boy is insecure.
And if you guys didn't know, I used to work at a talent agency.
Yes, I probably should have put that out there.
That's why he reached out to me. Not because I know what I'm doing, but because I used to work at a talent agency.
Mm-hmm.
And I have content.
She's got content.
And so, I'm going to put this out here on this podcast because if I forget, then it's on here.
It's on here.
Sean McCullough, can you please call me so we can get Albert going with that? Because
Sean McCullough.
Shut up.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, no. He's the guy that I worked with at the talent agency for 5 seconds. And nice. No, I'm just kidding. We're so close, it's crazy. He really wants to do voice acting, and I feel like, if anyone can help him, it would be you. So, hit a girl up so we can get it going.
That works. I like that.
This is only in case I forget. If I've already asked you, don't trip.
Disregard.
Disregard this whole thing.
Disregard this whole message. I'm sorry, are we on a podcast or a voicemail?
Hi, this is Ariella. I'm calling on behalf of Albert Roldan.
That's right. So it's actually funny that you say it like that because most recently, so my voicemail is based off of a really famous vine. But my uncle doesn't know what vines are, so he called me recently and he left me a voicemail. He was like, Albert, I'm very concerned for you. He was like, you're not a piece of garbage. I love you. Thank you.
Wait, and now I need to call your phone.
Yeah, so, well, not right now. Obviously, you're on a call with me. But the voicemail for it is, it's, if you've ever seen that Vine, it's like, hey, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage. And then it cuts out. And then I'm like, just leave me a message at the beep. But my uncle, bless his soul, was literally just
you thought you were a piece of garbage.
Yeah, and he was like, I just want to let you know that you're not a piece of garbage. That we love you.
Heart.
and that I was thinking of you. And I called him back. I was like, Uncle, I love you so much. Thank you. And this and this and that. And he was like, oh, it's a video? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, you're not a piece of garbage. I love you.
Either
I was like,
way.
oh, thank you, Uncle. It was just funny to me.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I think you're... Hold on. Oh my gosh, your mom comments on everything that I post, and I need to point out the fact that I love her so much.
You should.
Dude,
she's an amazing human being.
She gave me
Whoa!
you. What?
Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Dude, I was 14 for the win. You're like in a little window on my screen.
Haven't I always been? Oh my god, no way!
Yeah, like I could go on other apps.
Look at you. Now you're gonna really be multitasking.
Wow. I'm
but she comments on all of my stuff. First of all, I love her dearly.
You should.
She's
an amazing
She
human
gave
being
me you. Are you guys going camping, first of all?
Yes.
Did they register?
No, I don't know. I gotta check.
I have reminded you twice. It's in 2 weeks.
I am going.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I figure if I don't register, I'll just hop into somebody's tent.
You still have to pay for it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyways, guys, if you know anything about me, you know I don't like camping, but the fact that I'm going camping... T.
And listen, it's because of moi. That's all I'm saying.
I am not going because of you. Sorry to burst that bubble, friend.
That's all I'm saying. Let's do one more, because my phone is about to die.
Go.
Alright, you go.
No. I did like 70. You go. You've only done one.
Passes out.
Anxious much?
Okay. If there was one TV show that you could ever be a part of, like, not the main character, you get to choose if you want to be the main character or not. No, I'm changing it.
Okay.
2 shows. One of them that you're the main character on, and the other one where you're a side character on. Which one are you choosing? Just go. First thought. First thought.
I'm going to do the first one, but I feel like I'm going to regret this. But it's fine.
Okay, main character. Go.
Main character, I'd want to be in Supernatural.
Oh, God.
Because
okay.
I want to kill monsters and save the world.
That's fair. Okay, I'll give you that. And side character.
And kill more girls.
Wow. It's 2 vastly different shows.
I know!
Like, completely...
They're not even the same.
Ridiculously different shows.
Oh my god. What about you?
Main character. Definitely something with magic. No. I got it. Main character. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to... no, I'd be a side character. Because I wouldn't want to be the Avatar. That'd be terrifying.
You don't have to be the Avatar. You can be a main character and not be the Avatar.
Okay, then yeah, I could be a main character.
You see what I'm saying? There are, like, he's like the character.
Yeah.
But you could be like one of the other main
cast of the main character. Yeah.
Come on, Sam. I'm creating my own main character in Supernatural. Like,
side character. I would want The Office.
I was gonna say, if you don't say it, I'm gonna be mad at you.
I would love that.
I was gonna say The Office, but I feel like in The Office, I would just laugh. Like, I would be that person. And nobody would want to be around me. I'd probably be Kelly.
Dang. That's rough, buddy.
But, like, let's be honest.
So that's the end of our podcast, guys.
Wait, hold on. That's T right there.
Mm-hmm.
I am Kelly. See? But here's the deal, ready? Ryan ends up coming back.
So that's the end of our podcast today, guys. I actually do have to go. I'm at like 9%. I'm at like 10, 12%.
Thank you for joining us. I feel like this was more structured than the other ones.
Yes, it actually was pretty good.
I felt good about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be more consistent. And guys, we're taking our mental health very seriously, so if there are weeks that we are not able to record, we apologize, but we want to take those things seriously. And even if we do record a podcast, it doesn't mean it's always going to go up, just because we got to protect ourselves. and our hearts.
Yep.
And we've got to do what's best for us. Even though it might be an inconvenience to y'all, we love ourselves enough.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So, we
Alrighty.
will hopefully see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great week. Here are our Instagrams. Follow us if you really feel like it. You don't have to. Our worth is not in our social media. Okay. Bye.
Bye.